And it's Richmond to start out. Here's Kaminsky. It's rebounded by New York. And we all hear talk about Drew Holiday's defense. But, you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who's a tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. After Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. New York moving the ball around. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Driving in and finished off by Kaminsky.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
To the wing right side. Just 5 to shoot. Kept alive. That's tipped. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Holiday. No good with the triple. Doncic looking it over. Pass to Miles. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, Luka Doncic has an innate sense for when his teammates are open, and boy, does he deliver it.
To the inside. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. Who could have used a better angle on that pass?
So it's Richmond now, following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. Out to Doncic. Traps in the tray.
Yeah, dangerous corner pocket shot from Luka Doncic. This guy is on point.
Embiid the screen. On the wing, Holiday. New York, no good that time either.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Oubre on the wing. Back to Doncic. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Cooper. Taken away by Holiday. It's tipped. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by Doncic. Outside Holiday. Back to Embiid. And it's denied. And so the ball is out of bounds. Miles touched it last. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holiday with the three.
Well, this is the kind of effort you want to see from Luka Doncic. We know how good he is offensively. Right there playing solid D.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Miles. And then Miles with the dunk.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kelly Oubre.
The pressure that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can put on a defense with his ability to drive, that quickness, just a problem for defenders.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Pass to Chambers. Outside Edwards. Clock at 4. And another basket from Richmond.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Richmond leads by 5. And we'll get things. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Richmond so far. Guys?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
One guy who now seems to be a perennial MVP candidate, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Doris. He is rocketing up the charts.
He is, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. He can consistently put 30 on you like it's absolutely nothing. He gives you everything else as well, including incredible leadership and great teammate skills.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Richmond.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities. This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Pass to Chambers. Now, Wembanyama, guarded by Embiid. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
Tatum with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Back to Tatum. No good from outside. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Richmond. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Pass to Exum. Edwards with it. He's got 7. Shoots over Embiid. Edwards can't hit. New York trails by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Jason Tatum continues to emerge, guys, as one of the most elite players on both ends. We know on the offensive end he's a dangerous 3-level scorer. He's also capable of locking you up defensively.
Here's Exum. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Now here's Edwards. Pass to Exum. Just 5 on the clock. Over Gilgeous-Alexander.
You have to have awareness and focus. Gilgeous-Alexander looking to make an impact defensively.
The kick out to Holiday. Tatum wide open. He fires one. New York, no good that time either. Richmond leading by 6. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
4th personal foul. 4th team foul.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. To the paint, and it's Miles with the jam.
That pass was about the location, puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
New York trails by 8. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Outside Tatum. 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Assisted.
You love how fast Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets into that shooting motion. As soon as it touches his hands, it is ready to go.
Oubre outside. Kaminsky with the screen. And it's Oubre off the drive. Pass to Cooper. A 3-ball. Sinks the triple. Cooper's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Outside Holiday. Outside Tatum. In the corner, it's Robinson. Outside Tatum. Oh, Tatum won't be denied.
How about that? The quick feet, quick thinking makes the play an easy one in screen and roll action for Jason Tatum.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Tatum, that's for two. And so we wrap up the first half. Richmond ahead. They're up by 7. They'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
14.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. New York trails by 7. Outside Holiday. Connects from three-point range.
And I love Holiday's shot selection. Fantastic at realizing when he should shoot off the catch.
Pass to Kaminsky. There's the screen. Here's Oubre. Here's Cooper. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Cooper.
You love how Holiday can get in a guy's shirt defensively without fouling.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 8. Rebounded by Richmond. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Doris, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has a chance to go down as one of the greatest Canadian basketball players ever.
Kevin, that is a bold statement when you consider that the great Steve Nash, 2-time MVP and one of the best passers in the history of the game, is of Canadian descent. But this guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is putting together quite the resume. Let's just hope he can sustain that stardom.
And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
No, obviously something that, every player fears. The NBA has made player safety a priority, but injuries continue to happen.
Doncic outside, and the wide-open shot from Miles. Bangs home the trifecta. And now a 9-point Richmond lead.
They see the attention Luka draws. That's why his teammates get so many wide-open looks.
The kick out to Holiday. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Embiid in the corner. Doncic with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively.
2 minutes remaining in the
Now Miles.
2 minutes.
Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Miles has got the lead up to 11 now for Richmond. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Right side Holiday. Outside KD. 6 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Embiid.
Boy, in pick-and-roll situations, Kevin Durant has every pass. The lob, the pocket pass, so pretty.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
That one goes in. Embiid's got 4 this quarter.
Well, there's a craftiness to the play of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shifts the defense around to get his teammate an open look.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Substitution on the court.
Holiday with it. Inside. Here's McGee. The kick out to Holiday. Just 3 to shoot. Smart misses.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Left side, Edwards. The 3 from Tatum. Drills it from outside. Tatum's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Here's Exum. Robinson pulls it in.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one. Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
And so it's Richmond holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of... And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Richmond leading by 8. Out to the right wing. Here's Chambers. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Smart deciding where to go with it. Outside Fournier. 6 to shoot. And slam dunk by Smart.
I'll tell you cannot give Marcus Smart that much room because he will throw it down. Puts his vertical to excellent use.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
The kick out to Tatum. Back to Exum. Fires from deep. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Exum's got 5 points in the quarter. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Richmond.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Here's Edwards. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. New York trails by 13. Durant. Wembanyama with the rebound. Edwards with it. Out guarded by Smart. And Edwards with the stop.
This guy is so explosive. Anthony Edwards off the bounce. My goodness.
Outside, Smart. And he drives in. And slam dunk by Smart.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Here's Robinson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Tatum on the wing. And that comes off the assist by Exum. And Richmond leads by 13.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute. Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Tipped away. Stolen by Robinson. Jumps up. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Well, we know this. Fournier is a multi-position guy, and how adept was that pass? Really nice.
Pass to Miles. It's rebounded by New York. Outside for Robinson. Fournier for three. It's good from long range.
Well, Evan Fournier staying on the move and working to get that three-point opportunity. Nicely done.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And Richmond misses again. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Exum. Here's Miles with the drive. And finished off by Miles. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Timeout called here. Richmond decides to talk it over. They're up by 8. Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
It's not completely over, and they know that. But if they carry out their game plan, they should be golden.
Timeout called here. Richmond decides to talk it over. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what's your take?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
It's not completely over, and they know that. But if they carry out their game plan, they should be golden.
Here's Cooper. Can't get it to fall. And so Richmond takes the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for